Hello guys, welcome again. Myself MD Tariq Anwar. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Today I am going to start a new unit, that is unit number 3 of material science. That is the subject I already discussed different types of topics in material science. So today I am going to start, that is the new topic, that is constitution of alloys and allotropy of pure iron. I'll explain each and every part in this topic in detail. So this is the third unit of material science. The subject is material science. So what is constitution of alloys? Constitution of alloys is nothing but binary alloys. Binary alloys means more than one elements. So alloy is known as, or you can say, definition of alloy. An alloy is defined as a substance having metallic properties composed of two or more number of elements, out of which one is a metal. Clear? So means that you can understand with the definitions. alloy किसको कहते हैं? A substance having metallic properties. alloy में metallic properties होना चाहिए and composed of two or more number of element. दो और दो से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट होना चाहिए, इसमें से वन विल बी अ मेटल. क्लियर? सो एक एलिमेंट मेटल होगा तभी इसको हम अलॉय बोलेंगे. सो दिस इज नोन एज अलॉय. नाउ विल डिस्कस फेज. A phase is defined as microscopically distinct, chemically homogeneous and mechanically separable part of a system. You know the phase? Solid phase, liquid phase, something. So here chemically phase किसको कहते हैं? A phase is defined as माइक्रोस्कोपिकली डिस्टिंक्ट. अगर हम माइक्रोस्कोप से इसको देखेंगे तो वो डिफरेंट होगा, डिस्टिंक्ट होगा. केमिकली होमोजीनियस. केमिकली होमोजीनियस, केमिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वो क्या है? होमोजीनियस. एंड मैकेनिकली सेपरेबल पार्ट ऑफ ए सिस्टम इज नोन एज फेज. मैकेनिकली हम उसको सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज द definition of phase. So number of phases in alloy is given by or denoted by P. So this is the formula to find out the number of phases and number of elements. Clear? So number of phases in alloy are found from Gibbs phase rules. Gibbs, the scientist name. So according to him, this is given as P plus F is equal to C plus 2. You already studied this part in chemistry, so I will not explain from scratch. So you have to remember this formula only. So P plus F is equal to C plus 2, where P is number of phases, F degree of freedom, and C number of elements participating in the alloy formation, and 2 any two variable out of 3, namely temperature, pressure and concentration. Any two variable. टेम्परेचर हम लेंगे, प्रेशर लेंगे, इस पर डिपेंड करेगा कोई भी टू एलिमेंट. सो P is the number of phases, F is the degree of freedom, C is the number of elements participating in the alloy formation, 2 is equal to any two variables out of 3, namely temperature, pressure and concentration. So this is the Gibbs phase rule, and this is the formula, that is P plus F, C plus 2. I hope you understood the concept of alloy and the concept of phase. Now we will discuss one point. I will cover this in the next slide, next page. So before that, I will explain what is known as, or what do you mean by compound. A substance existing or consisting of atoms or ions of two or more different elements in definite proportions joined by chemical bonds into a molecule. What is this? A substance consisting of atoms or ions of two or more different elements in definite proportions joined by chemical bonds into a molecule बन रहा है मिल करके. The elements cannot be separated by physical means. This is known as compound. Water, for example, is a compound having two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom per molecule. So this is the example of compound. Now we will discuss constitution of alloy. There is binary alloys is classified as, first one is homogeneous and second one is polyphase alloys. So homogeneous alloys is known as single phase alloy and polyphase alloy, this is the mixture. So I'll explain each and every part here. Homogeneous alloy is further classified as, here I have written HOM03, I'll explain this part, so no need to worry. So homogeneous or single phase alloy is further classified as, that is solid solution, and second one is compound. And solid solution is further classified as substitutional solid solution and interstitial solid solution. What is substitutional and what is interstitial? Already explained in the defects part and imperfection. Clear? So compound is classified as or divided into three parts, that is intermetallic compound, second one is interstitial compound, and third one is electron compound. Now polyphase alloy is classified as combination of solid solution, combination of compounds, combination of solid solution and composite solution. Clear? So this is the polyphase alloy, more than one phase. Clear? This is homogeneous alloy. So alloy is classified as or divided into subgroups as discussed here. So what is solid solution? The question come into mind, that is what is solid solution? Solid solutions are formed according to Hume-Rothery's rule. Clear? So rule given by the scientist name was Hume-Rothery. So rules are, rule 1 is crystal structure factor. The crystal structure of both the elements should be same. First rule is crystal structure factor. The crystal structure of both the element should be same. Second rule is rule number 2, that is relative size factor. The difference in atomic radii should be less than 15%. दो हम ले रहे हैं एलिमेंट, जो आइटम्स ले रहे हैं उनके रेडियाई में डिफरेंस 15% से कम होना चाहिए. एंड थर्ड रूल इज केमिकल एफिनिटी फैक्टर. स्मॉलर द केमिकल एफिनिटी बिटवीन द टू एलिमेंट्स, greater will be the solubility. What is affinity? An attraction of forces between particles that causes them to combine. जो दोनों को कंबाइन करने के लिए जो अट्रैक्शन होगा, तो स्मॉलर द केमिकल एफिनिटी बिटवीन द टू एलिमेंट्स, ग्रेटर विल बी द सॉल्युबिलिटी. एंड लास्ट रूल एंड फोर्थ रूल इज रिलेटिव वैलेंसी फैक्टर. एलिमेंट ऑफ लोअर वैलेंसी कैन डिसॉल्व ए लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ एलिमेंट ऑफ हायर वैलेंसी. You know the valency? So element of lower valency can dissolve a large amount of element of higher valency. These are the four rules given by Hume-Rothery, and solution are formed as per these rules. So clear? Now we will discuss intermetallic compound. What is intermetallic compound? Compound already explained. So it is formed between chemically dissimilar metals like magnesium, plumbum, Mg2Sn or magnesium stenide. So this is the intermetallic compound. Now we'll discuss interstitial compounds. Interstitial compounds are formed between transmetal. Transmetal, like what is transmetal? An element whose atoms has partially filled in the solids. So interstitial compounds are formed between transmetal like tungsten, iron, titanium, etc. with O2, N2 and C, boron, etc. मीन्स दैट हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इंटरस्टिशियल कंपाउंड में क्या होगा, फॉर्म बिटवीन ट्रांसमेटल. ट्रांसमेटल क्या ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन, दैट इज टंगस्टन, आयरन, टाइटेनियम एट्सेट्रा. किसके साथ मिक्स करेंगे, मिलाएंगे, कंपाउंड किसका, O2, N2, कार्बन, बोरोन एट्सेट्रा. नाउ विल डिस्कस इलेक्ट्रॉन कंपाउंड्स. इलेक्ट्रॉन कंपाउंड्स आर फॉर्म्ड between a group of alloys in whose case the ratio of number of valence E bar to the number of atoms participating in bond formation remains constant. Electron compounds are formed between a group of alloys in whose case the ratio of number of valence E bar to the number of atoms participating in bond formation remains constant. So this is the formula given by the scientist. So this is the valence E bar upon number of atoms is equal to constant. Clear? So it always be constant. So example of electron compounds are like gold, silver, iron, nickel, plus in the bracket cadmium, magnesium, tin. So you can mix any one of these. सिल्वर को कैडमियम से, Fe को मैग्नीशियम से, सिल्वर को मैग्नीशियम से एंड Ni को मैग्नीशियम से. सो देयर इज ए परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन, it will give you electron compounds. Clear? Now note point and very important point, that is solid solution cannot be expressed by a formula because solid concentration in solid solution does not remains constant. Clear? So you can say that solid solution cannot be expressed by a formula. जो हम solid solution बना रहे हैं वो क्या है, वो फॉर्मूला के थ्रू हम एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज सॉलिड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इन सॉलिड सॉल्यूशन डज नॉट रिमेन कॉन्स्टेंट. कहीं पे ज़्यादा कहीं पे कम होगा. सो हम इसको विद द हेल्प ऑफ फार्मूला एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते. सो हियर आई हैव ड्रॉन ए सिंपल ग्राफ टू शो द सॉलिड सॉल्यूशन एंड कंपाउंड्स. सो लेफ्ट साइड डायग्राम इज शोइंग सॉलिड सॉल्यूशन, दैट इज टेम्परेचर वर्सेस टाइम ग्राफ. So liquid is on the first line, see the line here, liquid and liquid plus solid and solid. So graph is varying at every instant of time, not a constant. So this is known as solid solution because solid concentration is not same in case of solid solution. In case of compound, there will be a constant. That's a liquid is, graph is moving in downward direction and liquid plus solid is horizontal line. So we can say this is a constant line, and then is changing its phase. So it will become liquid से solid, solid से liquid plus solid, and latent heat and sensible heat is encountering here. So liquid plus solid and solid line. So this is the temperature versus time diagram for compounds and temperature versus time diagram for solid solution. Here one term you have to remember, that is Greek letters alpha, beta, gamma shows that they are solid solution. जहाँ अल्फ़ा बीटा गामा यूज़ होगा इसका मतलब ये है कि these are solid solution. So I'll explain this part, that is the last part of today's topic, that is allotropy of pure iron. I'll explain here, written the name, that is allotropy of pure iron. What is allotropy? First question is, what is allotropy? Allotropy is nothing but existence of a given metal in two or more stable but different crystal structures is known as allotropy. Sorry. Existence of a given metal in two or more stable but different crystal structure is known as allotropy. Iron exists in two allotropic forms. First one is alpha iron up to 910 degrees Celsius, and second one is gamma iron, that is 910 degrees Celsius to 1400 degrees Celsius. So I'll explain each and every point here. I am starting from top, that is considering the iron is in molten state. So see the graph, temperature versus time graph. I'll show here. This is temperature, this is time. So this is the actual graph. I'll starting from these points, that is state transformation. Consider that the liquid state, iron is in liquid state at 1539 or 1550 or 1540 around figure. So 1539 degrees Celsius. Above that, iron is molten state. So here is iron is transforming its state, that is I have shown here with the arrow, that is state transformation के नीचे arrow के साथ. So here state transformation is occurring. So delta iron up to 1539 to 1400 degree Celsius. Alpha iron. So this is BCC structure. Clear? हमने क्या बताया था एलोट्रोपी का डिफिनेशन में? सी हियर डिफिनेशन. Existence of a given metal in two or more stable but different crystal structure. This is known as allotropy. तो इसमें क्या होगा? At different temperatures, structure will change. So see this graph again. This is, I have written with red color, that is cooling curve of pure iron. So this is the alpha iron, BCC. Average number of atom of BCC, you know that, 2. And this is non-magnetic. Clear? Now here also crystal structure transformation. Alpha iron से क्या हो रहा है नेक्स्ट केस में? At 1400 degree Celsius, in some books 1404 degree Celsius. So you can take both of them as per your convenience. You have to remember these data, these temperature. So alpha iron, that is FCC, average number of atom is 4, and it is also a non-magnetic. So you can say here crystal structure transformation is occurring at 1400 degrees Celsius. Sorry. But in the next case, also crystal structure transformation at 910 degree Celsius. ठीक है? So gamma iron is changing to alpha iron. Here also crystal structure is transforming, that is FCC to BCC. Average number of atom of BCC is 2. It is also a non-magnetic. So below that there is a magnetic to non-magnetic transformation at temperature 768 degrees Celsius. This temperature is also known as Curie point temperature. Curie is the scientist name. So this is also given the name Curie point temperature. So here alpha iron, BCC structure, average number of atom 2, but magnetic in magnetic structure. तो ऊपर वाला जितना भी था वो क्या था? नॉन मैग्नेटिक था. एंड स्ट्रक्चर इज ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग एट डिफरेंट टेम्परेचर्स. So this is the allotropy of pure iron. This is the cooling curve of pure iron. Clear? So अगर हम इसी को उल्टा करेंगे, उल्टा मीन्स क्या करेंगे, हम हीट करेंगे। आई विल गो फ्रॉम डाउनवर्ड टू अपवर्ड, आई एम मूविंग इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन फ्रॉम बॉटम, that is when the structure is BCC, clear, that is alpha iron. So next diagram is I have shown here with the arrow, that is heating curve. heating curve जब करेंगे तो सेम प्रोसेस होगा। so here I have shown crystal structure, that is BCC structure किस टाइप का होगा, 8 atoms will be on the corners, on 8 corners, and 1 atom on the body interior, clear. So up to temperature 910 degree Celsius a structure is BCC, but 768 to 910 degree Celsius the structure is non-magnetic, and below 768 it will be magnetic, but crystal structure is same, that is BCC. So I have drawn here diagram in case of heating curve. See the next, that is FCC. FCC is, that is gamma iron, face centered cubic. So here I have drawn a crystal structure. You will get the shape, that is face centered cubic. 8 atoms on the corner and 1 atom on each face, that is known as gamma iron. And above 1400 degrees Celsius, this is also a BCC structure. So here crystal structure transformation is occurring, so we will get the structure as BCC, that is delta iron. So this is the cooling curve of pure iron and allotropy of pure iron. So today I am going to finish my topic here. I'll explain in the next video lecture, that is iron carbon equilibrium diagram or iron carbon diagram or phase diagram, iron carbon diagram, where various names are given to iron carbon diagram. So I'll explain in the next video lecture series, next video lecture. So today I am finishing my topic here. So thank you guys.